Friday, April 10th, 2026, part 1 of 3. Morning with E, F, and G. Breakfast, then out the door to drop-offs. This morning I went straight to the court office. I needed to file the sheriff's certificate showing that the service had been completed and request an emergency hearing. I spoke with the staff there. They were helpful. One of them suggested an additional motion for short notice on the emergency hearing for the complaint for modification of child support. I want to say plainly and simply that while the court system is broken in many ways, and I'm not the first person to say that, everybody knows it is trying to do the impossible, and that the court is the last stop after social, religious, and other civic failures and family failures in so many other places. The actual people working in that office are helpful, respectful, knowledgeable, and patient. They manage an absolute metric ton of paperwork, maybe several tons, through a system that functions like it is in the 1950s or maybe 1850s. And I do not mean that as an insult, I mean it as a compliment of their skill and ability. That kind of administrative competence, or any competence like that, is so far fetched these days elsewhere. Anyway, under that kind of volume barely exists anywhere else anymore. I also had another observation while I was there. A group of women walked into the court office, and the whole thing struck me immediately. It felt coordinated, familiar, almost anticipated. Not like they were in a place no one wants to be, but like they were in a place they expected to be. Maybe even a place they were comfortable being. I'm not a poet, so I do not have the perfect words for it, but it did not read as dread. It read as routine. The group was 4 women total, the lawyer, a client, and 2 interns, it seemed. The lawyer and the client appeared to be friends. The worst thing said in that whole sequence was that the lawyer was by the lawyer to the little boy of the client, probably around a year or two old. She said exactly, "Don't stress mommy out too much. I'll have to prosecute you," in such a silly, joking way, and they all giggled. The same way they did in middle school and high school, I'm sure.